Namaste Gurukulians. I hope that you all are fit and fine. As you know that in this COVID-19 we cannot arrange offline classes for you, so we have taken a step towards online classes. Myself Atul, and today I am going to discuss a 0th chapter of physics of class 11th. Basically this is not a preferred unit of physics. Actually it is just a basic mathematics which helps you to understand the physics very beautifully. And this type of expression which I will teach you, you will use many times in further chapters. Okay, today the topic of our study is mathematical tools. In mathematical tools, today I will teach about two concepts, algebra and calculus. Okay, you have studied in 9th and 10th about algebra, and first content of algebra I will teach quadratic equation. First equation, an equation of second degree and equation of second degree is known as quadratic equation, and we can express quadratic equation as a x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b and c, these are constant terms. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to find the solutions of this equation. We have to find that values of x for which this equation will get satisfied, or you can say that this expression will become equal to 0, and that value of x is known as root of this equation. Okay, in 10th you have studied about it, how to calculate roots. We can calculate the value of x by a formula x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, where b is the coefficient of x, a is the coefficient of x square, c is a constant term, a is a constant of x, coefficient of x square. Okay, it is a second degree equation, so it should have two roots. Okay, one root will consist positive sign and second root will consist negative sign. Okay, for this I will give an example. For example, you have to find the roots of x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. So if we compare this equation by our standard equation, you will find that the value of a is equal to 1, the value of b is equal to 1, the value of c is equal to minus 2. So now we have to find the roots of this equation. So we have this formula x is equal to minus b, it means minus 1, plus minus under root b square यानी 1 का स्क्वायर 1 माइनस 4 a, 4 into 1 4 into c is minus 2 divided by 2a, 2 into 1. Okay, now x is equal to minus 1 plus minus. Okay, look 4 to the minus 4 into minus 2 minus 8, here minus 1, so it will become plus 8. So 1 plus 8 divided by 2. Okay, it will become 9 under root 3. So I can write it as minus 1 plus minus 3 divided by Okay, now x will be equal to minus 1 plus 3 by 2 or minus 1 minus 3 by 2. Now x is equal to 3 minus 1 2, 2 divided by 2 1 or minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2. So, if you find this type of expression, that you can solve with the help of this formula, and this you have studied in class 10. Okay student, now we will approach to the next step. Okay, in class 10 you have studied about the expressions like a plus b ka whole square. If I ask that 1 plus x ka whole square, you can tell 1 plus x ki power 3, you can tell, you can open the expression. But if I say that expand the expression 1 plus x ki power 11, then it is very difficult for you to find that expression. So, for such kind of expressions, we have a theorem known as binomial theorem. According to that theorem, we can expand this type of expressions in a very good manner. Okay, second content of algebra, we have binomial theorem. Okay, look, if n is any integer positive or negative or any fraction and x is real number such that mod of x is less than 1. It means the value of x will lie between minus 1 to 1. Then we can write 1 plus x raised to power n as 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 2 factorial n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n minus 1 n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial x cube up to so on. Dear students, 1 is a constant term, n is the power, x is the variable term which is given in the expression. This concept is new for you, factorial. Okay, if I write 2 factorial, its value is 2 into 1. If I write 3 factorial, its value is 3 into 2 into 1. Means you have to multiply the successive digit. For example, 3 factorial, 3 into successive 1 decrement in 3, 2 multiply by 1 decrement in 2, 1. In general way, we can say that n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1, n minus 2 up to 3 into 2 into 1. Clear? Okay. Students, if x is very less than 1, then we can reduce this type of expression. How? If x will become very less than 1, then x square x cube, x की power 4 or higher order terms will become very, very less. So we can neglect these terms with respect to 1 plus nx. So at the end, we can write the expression as 1 plus nx only. Look, if x is very, very less than 1, then we can reduce 1 plus x raised to power n as 1 plus nx. And this type of expression you will use many times in your physics. This is the most important result in the binomial theorem, which helps you in understanding the physics many times. Okay, if you have 1 plus x raised to power minus n, it will become 1 minus nx. Only power will come like this. If you have 1 minus x ki power n, it will become again 1 minus nx. If you have 1 minus x ki power minus n, it will give 1 plus nx. Minus n will come to this side, minus minus plus 1 plus nx. Okay, students, based on this expression, I will give an example regarding this. Okay, you should note down. Okay. Question is, the acceleration due to gravity at height h from surface of earth having radius r is given as g dash is equal to g r square divided by r plus h square. Then what we have to do? We have to calculate, we have to find g dash if h is very, very less than r, means height is very, very less than radius of the earth. It is the same process as we had done that x is very, very less than 1. Okay, look, how to find this expression. G dash is g r square divided by r plus h ka whole square. If I take r as common, when r will come out, it will become r square. So, g r square. Here r square inside will be 1 plus h divided by r whole square. R square by r square, it will get cancel out. So, we will have only g 1 plus h divided by r square. Okay. If you bring this term in numerator, then it will become 1 plus h by r power minus 2. Okay. If I assume it as x, then here h is very, very less than r. So, we can say that h by r is very, very less than 1. If I assume it as x, so we can say that x is very, very less than 1. So, we can reduce 1 plus x ki power n as 1 plus nx, or this type of expression. So, I can express it as g dash is equal to g minus 2 will come to this side, 1 minus 2h by r. This is the final expression for g dash. So, for such kind of expressions, you need this type of expressions. and many times you will use in the physics. Okay students, now I will teach a new category of mathematics, that is calculus, and the detail of calculus you will find in the mathematics of 12th. Only I will teach the basics and their formulas, how to apply that formula. The topic name is calculus, mathematics of change of anything around us. For suppose if anything is changing around us, then if we apply the mathematics on it, it is calculus. In the calculus, we will study about two things, differentiation and integration. Okay, first of all, I will teach differentiation. Differentiation means to break, तोड़ना, चीज़ों को तोड़ना. For example, जैसे मान लो आप पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी पर गए हो, and you have covered a lot of distance in time t, then you can calculate average speed. ठीक है, यदि मैं आपसे पूछूं कि किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर कितनी आपकी स्पीड थी, that comes in the category of differentiation. Now I will teach you. Okay. Calculus. Changing anything, or we can say that mathematics of change. Okay, now first we will study about differentiation. Differentiation means the process of finding the derivative Derivative means rate of change of one quantity with respect to other. For example, if y is function of x, suppose y equal to fx, it means if we change the value of x, then there will be change in value of y. Then dy upon dx gives instantaneous change in y with respect to x. So, instantaneous rate of change of one quantity with respect to other, it is known as the derivative. Means for very small change in x, what will be the change in the value of y? Okay, for this I will give an example. Look, suppose you are driving a car and initially you were at x1 and finally you were at x2, clear? And time here is t1, here is t2. Suppose this distance is 50 meter and in time 10 seconds you have covered it. If I ask that what is the average speed, you can calculate it. V average is equal to x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1, or you can write delta x upon delta t equal to delta x 50 meter divided by 10 second, it will come out 5 meter per Clear? Okay, delta stands for large interval. No, so we average as 5 meter per second. If I ask that at 5th second what was your speed, you cannot say that it is 5 meter per second, because during the journey your speed can be 2 meter per second, 10 meter per second, 3 meter per second, depending on the traffic jams in between the road. Okay, if you want to know the speed at any time t, suppose at 3rd second, then you have to make this interval very small, and for this very small interval you will get the value of x, a change in the value of x. That is a differentiation. If someone asks about the instantaneous speed at any point t, at any time t, then it comes in the category of differentiation. So, for this what we have to do? We have to reduce this interval so that it will become a time t. So, we will take the help of a limit, and the detail of limit you will get in +1 or +2 mathematics. So, v instantaneous, we can write limit delta t approaches to 0. One more thing, delta t is not equal to 0. Delta t is approaches to 0. It means this interval is very small. Delta x upon delta t, we can write it as dx upon dt. Clear? In this same way, a instantaneous, limit delta t approaches to 0, a acceleration. Acceleration, we know that rate of change of velocity. If someone asks about instantaneous acceleration, then how you calculate? Delta v upon delta t, and we can write it as dv upon dt. Okay, one more thing, d upon dt, dv upon dt is not a numerator or denominator. d upon dt stands for rate of change of quantity with respect to t. Suppose here I have written dy upon dx. Here d by dx stands for instantaneous rate of change with respect to x, and d stands for very small interval at any instant, we can say, and delta stands for large interval in comparison to d. Students, one more thing I want to tell, that we should not go very deeply in this topic. Only we have to learn some formulas which helps you in further chapters to solve the problems. Okay, students, now some important formulas I will discuss here of differentiation. First, if y is equal to x to the power n, then you have to calculate the derivative of y with respect to x, and the formula is nx to the power n minus 1. Okay, now dy upon dx you have calculated it. For example, y equal to x to the power 5, then dy upon dx will be equal to n 5 x 5 minus 1, 5x power 4. Okay, if y equal to 1 over x, we can write 1 over x as x to the power minus 1, then dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 x minus 1 minus 1, n will come ahead minus 1, then x, then n minus 1, n minus 1. It will become minus 1, yeah, minus x power minus 2 over this one. So, whenever the powers are given of x, then how to differentiate it with the help of this formula. Okay, now second, if y equal to c, c is the constant term. Here n is the real number n. C is the constant term. Okay, constant value does not change with respect to other quantities. So, differentiation of C will be 0. For example, if y equal to 5, then differentiation will be 0. Okay, third, suppose you have given y equal to u plus v, where u and v are the functions of x. Functions of x means they depend on the value of x. Or if we take plus minus sign, it will be valid for plus or minus, both. Then dy upon dx, you will calculate as du upon dx plus minus dv upon dx. Suppose if I write y equal to x square plus x, if this is u, this is v, then dy by of dx will be equal to x square derivative 2x प्लस x डेरिवेटिव 1 आगे आ जाएगा, x की पावर 1 माइनस 1, x की पावर 0, तो x की पावर 0 कितना होता है 1, so it will become 1. If there is negative sign, then we will apply negative sign here. Clear? Okay, students, now fourth, if y equal to u into v, where u and v are the functions of x, then how to differentiate it? Dy d upon dx, we can write u as it is, second derivative, derivative of second term plus derivative of first term and second term as it is. Suppose y equal to x plus 1 into x plus 2 is given to you, and you have to calculate the derivative of this term. Then how to calculate it? dy upon dx will be equal to u as it is, so x plus 1 as it is, differentiation of x plus 2 plus du upon dx, derivative of x plus 1 and second term as it is. Now, it will become x plus 1 here, derivative of x plus 2, x का derivative 1, 2 का derivative 0, clear, plus x का derivative 1, 1 का derivative 0, तो 1 plus 0, x plus 2. देखेंगे यहाँ पर जैसे x plus 2 है तो u plus v का रूल लग जाएगा, तो we will open it, x का डेरिवेटिव यहाँ पर 1 आएगा, 2 का 0. इन द सेम वे x का डेरिवेटिव 1, 1 का 0. सो वी हैव x plus 1 plus x plus 2, then it will become 2x plus 3. Clear? So students, I hope that this is sufficient for today's. The next properties of, or we can say that next formulas in the differentiation we will do in the next video. Students, one more thing I want to tell that the things which you are reading here like binomial theorem, differentiation. In the next video, I will teach integration. Integration means jodna, to integrate. Here we will talk about only the basics of these things. We will not go in very detail. The detail you will find in the mathematics in class +1 and in class +2. So students, have a nice day. Thank you.